I'm Nicole with The Globe, your Germantown campus newspaper. And right now, as you can see, I'm on a ship. Montgomery College's Biology 108 class, Marine Environmental Science class, is out on a University of Maryland research vessel right now on the Chesapeake Bay. Us, The Globe, we were invited to take part of their sediment research here on this vessel. Right now, the students, as you can see, they're bringing in a net and we're going to do some water chemistry testing. But as we wait, I want to show you a really cool thing. It's called the wet lab on the ship. Come on. So in the wet lab we got some microscopes and they have what we call lion, is this the lion mane's jellyfish?
Yep.
What it was, and then a small crab? Yeah, blue crab. Okay. I want to take a look. That's pretty cool. And what else is in there? That little thing that looks like some kind of a worm?
I forget the name of it, but it's interesting. It actually takes like some kind of mucus membrane, and then it makes a shell out of the out of pieces of sand.
Oh, okay.
So if you can see,
out of its mucus, I was like,
well, kind of through the mucus and the sand.
So kind of like the mucus is like the glue.
Yeah, holds it together.
Interesting. All right, very cool.
There.
So what you said, this one was a...
That's called a tunicate.
Tunicate. And if you squeeze it, they also...
They squirt water.
Squirt water at you.
It belongs to the group known as Ascidians, but you don't need all that detail. Just call it tunicate. And it's called tunicate because they have an outer tunic, like a coat. But you're not looking at the animal, you're looking at its tunic.
Tunic. Interesting.
Inside of it is the animal. And if you look closely, you'll see that it has got two openings, an in current and an out current, see? In, out. Basically what it does is draws in the water, takes out the nutrients, and pushes the water out of the other opening, in essence, pure, cleaner water.
Wow, very cool. So what got you interested in marine biology?
I'm actually not a marine biologist.
Oh, I see.
I masquerade as one.
Oh, I see. Okay. But any biology?
I'm a molecular biologist.
Okay.
And after I retired, I decided that I would like to be out more. So I became a marine biologist. There it is. Nicole.
Well, hello there. Yes, I'm really tight with the captain over here. Captain, my captain. What was your name again? Michael. Sorry. May I call you Captain Michael?
No, you may not. Just call me Michael.
Okay, Michael it is then. Yeah. Michael and me. See, we're that tight. We got first names going on. So we're here on the research vessel, Rachel Carson, and I feel like quoting Professor Atkins here. He told us the beauty of science is that there's a lot of downtime of doing nothing, but then suddenly it's a madhouse of work. Hopefully we'll be seeing that soon. But oh! Okay, actually I think they're doing that oysters dredge. Hold on, let's go. So right now we're doing what we call an oyster dredge. Am I saying that correctly? Oyster dredge? Oyster dredge. So we'll be dragging along a rake-like equipment with the net. Then we're going to pick up a couple of oysters from the bottom of the oyster colony. Is that what they're called? Oyster reef. My bad. So we're going to wait for it to come up soon. We're going to see what's going on in oyster reef.
All about it.
These aren't live oysters, but this dead shell is pretty important for the reef habitat. It provides a hard substance for live oysters like this one to live on. The live oyster can't live on the mud. Remember earlier we caught some oysters in the other gear and your professor said not to throw them in because if you threw them in the mud, they wouldn't survive. So take a look at this one here. This is a dead oyster shell, but what you have living on top of it is a bunch of mussels. So it's habitat for other species as well. And on top of the mussels, you see some barnacles living on them. You guys can touch these things and pass them along, right? Here's another mud crab. Crabs like these are pretty common in the oyster reef.
Okay, so I'm here with Grace, and you're part of the marine science. Okay. So I just wanted to ask you, what did you think about going onto the ship on the research vessel? Having this experience.
This is my first time on a boat, so I've never done anything like this before, but I've always been interested in marine biology and the different animals and habitats that they have. So this has been really interesting to see them like in their natural environment, but we're not actually hurting them, so they don't feel as bad about it, and we're letting them go. But it's nice to see that they're still very much alive, and it's like very relevant to what we're learning in the classes. So you get to see what's happening in class, but like out in the real world applications.
Yeah, you get to apply it in class. That's really cool. Okay. And so you definitely think this is worth it? Like you definitely thought this class was...
I would definitely recommend this class because the general biology class is really nice, but you don't get to do field trips. This is much more fun.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. I thought actually it was fun. Yeah. Okay, so I'm here with students, Shane, Stephanie, Hallie, Sandy. All right. So what did you guys think of this?
I really like the microscopic parts.
Yeah, yesterday.
I really like seeing the microscopic creatures.
There's the osprey. One is waiting out, the other one is sitting on the nest. Behind you.
We also saw a fish inside of the oyster. That was crazy.
You saw a fish inside of the oyster? How did you catch that? All right. So you definitely think this was really worth it? During the night, what was it, the night excursions you said? That sometimes you see like jellyfish?
We do that diving in the ocean.
Oh, I see.
I mean, we do night dives here too, but the ones I was recounting was night dive in the ocean.
Alright. So overall, thumbs up for a research vessel. Alright. So on behalf of the Globe, I'd like to thank you for inviting us onto this field trip that you guys took on with your class. I learned a lot, and I know your students probably definitely learned a lot more than I did. And I'd like to say thank you. So it's Professor Black right here, right? And Professor Atkin, right?
Atkin.
There you go. And I think you guys would like to share a little bit about your class. And
well, we both teach Bio 108, and I teach another class, Bio 111, and they're both have the same field trip basically. Mark?
Yeah, and we just want to make sure the students are aware of the great opportunity they have to learn and open up their awareness to the Chesapeake Bay. And we get to go on this fabulous boat as you learned today, and it's a mandatory field trip.
So thank you to you guys, and thank you to Montgomery College for having this and having us with you guys. So bye.
It's a pleasure.